There's no break, right? There's just no break.
Just a few months into the school year, a Canada-wide survey shows close to 70% of teachers are concerned about their own mental health and well-being. Educators around Metro Vancouver are not surprised by the findings.
Not at all surprised. My colleagues and I speak about the strain of this on us all the time.
The survey by the Canadian Teachers Federation details high levels of stress, anxiety, and a struggle to cope with teaching during the pandemic. Surrey High School teacher Lizanne Foster says the demands of teaching are nonstop.
You could, put in a brave face for friends and family who are worried about you. And then you've got to figure it out yourself or your kids, because the kids are worried also. And you've got no support. There's nothing coming from government at all.
Foster says the biggest stressor is inconsistent messaging from the provincial government.
Right from the get-go, it was so confusing. You got things, public indoor spaces are for a mask mandate, but classrooms are public indoor spaces.
And even in a pre-pandemic world, teaching was already a stressful career.
Under normal circumstances, we are under, enormous stress, and that causes teachers to have mental breakdowns, to, have to seek support in order to maintain their mental health. That's under normal circumstances.
Coquitlam teacher Alex Campbell believes feelings of stress could be alleviated if the province steps up with a classroom mask mandate.
I think having that by the letter of the law would make teachers feel a lot more comfortable.
Well, as of yesterday, there should have been a mask policy, and we certainly have been calling for that. We're also calling for a reduction in school and classroom density across the province.
In an email to City News, the Ministry of Education acknowledged it's been a hard year for school staff and says it is partnering with education leaders to explore and foster adult well-being in the school system. This includes working with the BC Teachers Federation to better understand the needs of teachers.
And every time a politician speaks about education, they say how important it is, but their walk does not match their talk.
But despite being on the front lines of a global pandemic, BC's educators are remaining hopeful.
Things are changing, but we can turn a corner eventually. We can start to see that light, and things aren't always going to be like this.
Please give a thought that it's hard. It's quite a hard job.
Miranda Fatour, City News.